Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
This is Halloween,
Oh no! This is bomb bad, no good stuff!
Halloween, everybody make a scene, trick or treat.
I am the Pumpkin King!
Kill him! You suck!
You totally got your ass kicked by furries, dude. Again.
You suck!
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with 31 horror toys in 31 days! And today we're looking at another Five Nights at Freddy's figure. It's Nightmare Bonnie. So continuing the Nightmare series of figures to build a Nightmarionette, we get the little purple rabbit in its nightmare form. And I remember this being on the first wave of figures, the hardest one to find. I had to go to a couple different stores to find this figure. Ended up getting the figure, I want to say it was at Hot Topic in the mall, and had to spend like 18 bucks on it. But wanted to complete the wave out to get the spring trap. So this one was a lot easier to find. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Here we have Nightmare Bonnie in packaging, and it's like all the other figures. It says Five Nights at Freddy's at the top. We get some artwork. It says Nightmare Bonnie. Collect them all. You can build Nightmarion. And there is the figure there. There's nothing on the sides of the packaging. So just kind of a quick look at the artwork. There it is. There's the Nightmare Bonnie. So yeah. The back of the packaging, just like all the others, we get all the other figures that you can build. The Nightmarion, the Freddy and Bonnie and Chica and Foxy and Funtime Foxy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Bonnie out of box and see what we think. So here we have Nightmare Bonnie out of the packaging, and it's a lot more blue than the original Bonnie. It's kind of a faded purple, whereas the original Bonnie was a more purpley color, but I definitely dig this. But there are a couple things I wish they would have done a little bit different, but overall I think it's a pretty good job. And it comes with the other leg for the Nightmarion, or Nightmarionette. So that is all the components for that. And yeah, here we have Bonnie. And yeah, a pretty decent, pretty nifty. Now, as far as articulation goes, the head, again, moves back and forth. Doesn't really move up and down much. I wish there was some articulation in the ears. I wish the first one had that as well. The shoulders are on a ball joint. The arms at the elbow are on a ball joint. And then the hands just twist like thus. There is a twist at the waist. Legs move a little bit better on this figure, I think, than some of the others. Knees, not so much. Again, the way it's designed, just kind of chunky. So ball joint there as well. And that's pretty much it as far as the articulation goes for Bonnie. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I do like the changes they made on the Bonnie figure. I like the toned down color. I like how they've got the whiskers kind of ripped in. That's kind of cool. The teeth look nice, the crazy eyes. I wish, though, they would have painted the skull in right here. It's just flat black. I wish that was silver. I think that would have looked a lot better. The ears are nice and torn up. I like how they're kind of bent over and just kind of sagging a little bit. All the rips and tears everywhere look really nice. You know, around the whiskers on the front of the figure, around the snout, looks good. I like that kind of gray color. And the eyes are not as prominent on this one with bright red as some of the others. Now, taking a look at the midsection of the figure, I think the body's done a lot better on this figure than some of the others. I love that voice box looking piece that's kind of ripped open on the chest there. I think that looks really cool. I love how we've got the majority of the hand open. We've got all the springs around the fingers. That looks really nice on the hand. And then the spine on this one is very prominent compared to some of the other figures, where it's all kind of ripped up, and then we got that nice spine that you can see right through the middle of the figure. I think that looks really cool. He's got the bow tie that's not much different from the original one, but definitely a cool zombified robot-looking toy. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, I think it's kind of interesting on this one. The feet really, the one open foot really reminds me of Springtrap from the first one, and how the toes are just kind of foam. When you look at the one on the right, it's got the black toes in the front, and then it's got the robotic foot, very much like Foxy. So it's a variation of what we might see with Foxy, which is kind of cool. But the silver that's painted on the hand and on the foot, very well done on this figure. It looks very metallic. That silver with the black wash just really pops and looks good sitting up on the shelf. For comparison, here we have Nightmare Bonnie with regular Bonnie from Wave 1 and Springtrap, the Build-A-Figure from the first wave. And, yeah, I mean, very different. Completely different than the other two figures. I mean, just totally different sculpts. Paint jobs, very different. This one's a lot more faded blue. I like the color on the new one a lot better. And I like the ripped open, looks like a voice box in there. That looks really cool. I wish they would have painted the side of the skull a silver. That would have been nice. And then we've got the three toes there, which is kind of funky because it's just kind of a flat piece there, but it's like the foamy pieces. So that's kind of interesting. They're very similar. The feet are very similar to what we get on Springtrap, which is kind of cool because I suppose they would all be built off the same chassis. So is Nightmare Bonnie something you want in your Five Nights at Freddy's collection? Well, again, if you're collecting the series, you got to have it so you can build Nightmarionette. Or Nightmarion, whatever you want to call the character. If you're a Bonnie fan, you're going to like this. If you like robot zombie toys, sure. It's overall, I think, an improvement on the original figure. I like the nightmare theme on these a little bit more than I like the original figures. The original figures is original wave, so definitely very cool, but I think as the games move on, we're going to get more interesting incarnations, and this definitely fits the cake there. So there it is, Nightmare Bonnie from Five Nights at Freddy's for 31 horror toys in 31 days.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.